In this video, we will solve one question of CSI NET November 2020 of linear algebra from part C. Question is, let A and B be n cross n real matrices and let C is this matrix. Which of the following statements are true? These are the options. Option number first is, if lambda is eigenvalue of A plus B, then lambda is eigenvalue of C. So for option first, it is given that lambda is eigenvalue of A plus B. This implies, by definition of eigenvalue, there exists a non-zero vector x such that A plus B apply on x is equal to lambda times x. So from this we can write Ax plus Bx is equal to lambda x. We can rewrite it as Bx plus Ax is equal to lambda x. We can write this system of equation in matrix form as A, B, B, A, and this is vector x, capital X which contains small x is equal to lambda time. We take lambda common and again capital X. This is given matrix C in question. So this is C times capital X is equal to lambda times x. Okay. As we know that small x is non-zero because it is given that that x is eigenvector of A plus B. This implies x is non-zero. If x is non-zero, this implies capital X is also non-zero because capital X contain x. Okay, this implies x is non-zero and Cx is equal to lambda x. This implies lambda is eigenvalue of C. So if lambda is eigenvalue of A plus B, we get lambda is also eigenvalue of C. Okay, so option number first is true. Again for second option, it is similar as above. If lambda is eigenvalue of A minus B, then lambda is eigenvalue of C. So if lambda is eigenvalue of A minus B, this implies there exists a non-zero vector x such that A minus B applied on x is equal to lambda x. So we write it as Ax minus Bx is equal to lambda x. We rewrite it as minus Bx plus Ax is equal to 0. Again we take minus common as Bx minus Ax is equal to lambda x. Now multiply minus both sides, we get Bx plus A times of minus x is equal to lambda times minus x. Now from this equation and this equation, write in matrix form, we get A, B, B, A and vector x and minus x. And from this side this is lambda x and this is lambda times minus x. So we take common lambda and remaining vector are x and minus x. So this is a given matrix C applied on capital X is equal to lambda times x. And again as small x is non-zero, this implies capital X is also non-zero. This implies x is non-zero and Cx is equal to lambda x. This implies lambda is eigenvalue of C. So by given eigenvalue of A minus B, we get eigenvalue of C. This implies option number second is also true. For option third, if lambda is eigenvalue of A or B, then lambda is eigenvalue of C. So to discard this option, we take counter example. A is 1 cross 1 matrix, B is also 1 cross 1 matrix. 1 is eigenvalue of both A as well as B. By the given format of C, we write C is 1 1 1 1. This is flat matrix and eigenvalues of flat matrix are 2 because this is 2 cross 2 and rest eigenvalues are 0. So since it is given that if lambda is eigenvalue of A or B, then lambda has to be eigenvalue of C. But eigenvalue of A or B both are 1, but 1 is not eigenvalue of C. This implies option number third is incorrect. Okay. Option number 4 is all eigenvalues of C are real. This is the question where maximum chances to make mistake, because by directly seeing matrix C, it seems that C is symmetric matrix and all eigenvalues of symmetric matrix are real. So but C is not symmetric matrix. C is symmetric matrix if and only if A and B both are symmetric. Okay, so we take matrix A as 0 1 minus 1 0, again here A, and B as 0 matrix. Okay, this is block matrix and eigenvalues of block matrices are eigenvalue of each of its block. So we find the eigenvalues of this block as well as this block. Okay, eigenvalues of this block are iota and minus iota, and this is again a, so eigenvalues of this are also iota and minus iota. This implies eigenvalues of C are iota and minus iota. It repeat two times with multiplicity 2. This implies eigenvalues of C are complex, but in option it is given that eigenvalues of C are complex. This implies option number 4 is incorrect. So the next question is, let A be n cross n real matrix, let B be n cross 1 vector. Suppose Ax is equal to B has no solution. Which of the following statements are true? These are the options. Before proceeding toward options, first we will see the basic concepts used in this question. So if we have a system of linear equation, write in matrix form Ax is equal to B, then this may be consistent or may be inconsistent. For consistent, we have condition that rank of A must be equal to rank of A augmented B. And for inconsistent, rank of A is not equal to rank of A augmented B. Okay, if it is consistent, then we have two options. It may have unique solution or maybe infinitely many solutions. For uniqueness, rank of A is equal to rank of A augmented B must be equal to n. N is number of variable. Okay, and for infinitely many solution, this is strictly less than n. Okay, in question it is given that Ax is equal to B has no solution. This implies by this condition rank of A is not equal to rank of A augmented B. Okay, this is not equal. And also we have a result that rank of A is strictly less than equal to rank of A augmented B. Why? Because here we just add extra column vector. If B is dependent on the other columns of A, then rank of A is equal to rank of A augmented B. If B is independent from the columns of A, then this is strictly greater than. Okay, from condition 1 and 2, what we get? Rank of A is strictly less than n. Okay, now we see option number first. Option number first is there exists an n cross 1 vector C such that Ax is equal to C has unique solution. Okay, unique solution, first of all, what is the condition for existence of solution? Existence of solution means rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix of A. Okay, now we know that rank of A is strictly less than rank of A is strictly less than n. So rank of A is strictly less than n. Okay, but this is the condition that the system Ax is equal to C has infinitely many solution, but in option it is given that this has unique solution. This implies option number first is wrong. Then option number second, there exist infinitely many vectors C such that Ax is equal to C has no solution. Okay, no solution means rank of A is not equal to rank of A augmented B. For our convenience, I take in particular n is equal to 3. If as we know that rank of A is strictly less than n, this implies rank of A is strictly less than 3. I am solving this for 3 for just for convenience. Okay, so this is less than 3, so I take rank of A is equal to 2. This implies one of the row vector must be 0, or we can make it 0 by applying elementary row operation. So I take third row is equal to 0, and now as we in option it is given that is there exist a vector C, infinitely many vector C which has no solution. Yeah, I can here C1, C2 and C3 belongs to R. Here C belongs to R, and we have infinitely many non-zero numbers which belongs to R. So this implies this has infinitely many choices for C. This implies Ax is equal to C has no solution for infinitely many choices of C. Okay, this implies option number second is true. In option third, if y is the first column of A, then Ax is equal to y has unique solution. Okay, I discard this option by taking a counter example. I take, since we know that rank of A is strictly less than n and I take n is equal to 3, so I take this matrix. So first column of A is equal to y. So this is y and this is A. Okay. Here rank of A is equal to rank of A augmented B, which is not equal to 3. This obviously it has infinitely many solution. But in option it says that it has unique solution. This implies option number 3 is wrong. Option number 4 is determinant of A is 0. Since we know that rank of A is strictly less than n, this implies A is singular matrix. This implies determinant of A is 0. This implies option number 4 is true and second is also true.